So we're here at EWS round 4 and we're joined by Elliott Harper here. And first and foremost, Elliott, congratulations on another TQ.
Thank you.
It's been a close battle so far in the championship, but we'll get straight to the point. So what would you say your most proud achievement in RC so far is?
But it's a really interesting question, and I think there's quite a lot in RC generally that I've loved over the years. I think before I had my 3-year break over COVID, and so the travelling around the world, going to all these races, being with, making so many great friends, and just being in that travelling circus that is RC was really special. So all the European world races all have something special about them. I probably go quite far back though, and I think third place at the World Championships in 2010 has to be like my greatest achievement. So I have to look at that as kind of something that will always stay with me from this hobby. But generally, there's so many experiences, memories from around the world. China in 2016 was really special as well, because we got to go and see the Great Wall of China and do all these things outside of RC. I guess the point I want to make is, yes, I've had some fantastic memories in RC, some fantastic races, European podiums, world podium, as I say. But actually, it's just RC as a sport in general has given me so much.
I think that's a really interesting way to look at it, taking it more than just the what's on track and the results, but more looking at the experience itself and what's around it. So obviously, you're a very decorated driver. You've had a very successful career, some would say. But many would say that one of your most impressive achievements was the A final at the Worlds in Bangkok at the age, I think you were 15, and that is massively impressive. But on the more driving side of things, how would you say you've improved as a driver since that moment?
It's really interesting because, 15-year-old going to Bangkok, fantastic experience at the track, some amazing facilities. I still remember it really well. I mean, of course, you'll see on YouTube that was one of the best races there's ever been between Mark and Hara for the win. But also for me personally, going to that race without testing, without the experience that the other drivers had, it was a fantastic achievement, and lots of really good memories. It's a real shame that RCS track's not there anymore, and I would love to go back to Thailand someday. In terms of what I've learned, I think the interesting thing is at that race and many other races at the time, I didn't have a lot of experience. I was kind of this fresh-faced kid at the track, doing really well. And I think over the years, I've become cleverer, thought about things more, learnt more of the technical aspects of RC. So I think that's how I've probably developed as a driver, more knowledgeable rather than just driving quickly. But that's also then piqued my interest in kind of more of the engineering side, which has been a real kind of transition from just driving an RC car to understanding it, learning about it. And I think that extra kind of level of knowledge and information and interest has been really good.
I think that's great to hear, especially from someone who has effectively gone from just a young and talented driver to a now very well decorated, talented driver and mechanic, knowing all other aspects of racing. And some would say it's a very inspirational story as well, from how far you've come from that one moment. And then just to round us out, I'm just going to ask you if you've got any tips for aspiring modified drivers who want to ride through the field.
Well, first of all, feel free to keep the compliments coming, because it's great. But actually, I guess expanding on what I was just talking about is that experience, that knowledge. I think learning what works on the car, learning what setup changes do, learning how to build a car, particularly nowadays when the cars are so quick, is really important. But that knowledge, that experience also comes with track time. So trying to kind of get that balance between as much track time, learn driving, learn the setup, get the experience, that's what can make you really successful, I think.
100%. I think that's some great advice for people looking to move forwards. Thank you very much, Elliott.
Thanks, Ethan.